Phishing. Phishing is an attempt to trick people into sharing personal information like passwords or credit card numbers by sending fake emails or messages that look like they're from trusted sources, such as a reputable online service or even a friend. These messages often contain urgent requests or alarming warnings to prompt victims to act quickly without thinking. Bluetooth hacking. Bluetooth hacking targets vulnerabilities in Bluetooth-enabled devices to gain access, steal data, or control the devices remotely. Hackers might exploit weaknesses in Bluetooth pairing mechanisms or use techniques like blue snarfing or bluejacking to carry out these attacks. SQL Injection. SQL injection is a technique used to manipulate databases behind websites. By entering specific commands into input fields on a website, hackers can trick the website into giving them access to sensitive data or even control over the site itself. This can lead to data breaches, website defacement, or other serious security issues. Man-in-the-middle attacks. Man-in-the-middle attacks allow hackers to intercept communication between two parties without them knowing. This lets the hacker eavesdrop on conversations, steal information, or even alter the messages being sent. Hackers might use techniques like ARP spoofing or setting up rogue Wi-Fi networks to carry out man-in-the-middle attacks. Social engineering. Social engineering manipulates people into giving away sensitive information or performing actions they shouldn't by tricking them or gaining their trust through conversation or deception. This can include tactics like impersonating authority figures, creating a sense of urgency, or exploiting people's natural willingness to help others. Wi-Fi hacking. Wi-Fi hacking exploits weaknesses in wireless networks to gain unauthorized access or intercept data being transmitted over the network. Hackers might use techniques like password cracking, WPS attacks, or exploiting vulnerabilities in router firmware to compromise Wi-Fi networks. DNS spoofing. DNS is a spoofing technique used to redirect network traffic to a malicious destination. This allows hackers to intercept sensitive information or manipulate where users end up when they try to access a website or service. These attacks can be used to carry out man-in-the-middle attacks, phishing, or other malicious activities. Physical security breaches. Physical security breaches involve gaining unauthorized access to buildings or devices by bypassing locks or other security measures. This can include things like tailgating behind someone with access or finding a way to disable alarms. Physical security is often overlooked but can be a critical aspect of overall security. Malware. Malware is harmful software that hackers create to damage computers or steal information. It can include viruses, worms, or programs that encrypt files and demand money to unlock them, aka ransomware. Malware can infect devices through email attachments, downloads from untrustworthy websites, or even malicious ads. Exploiting vulnerabilities. Hackers look for weaknesses in computer systems or networks to gain access without permission. These vulnerabilities can be in software like operating systems or apps, or in the way networks are set up. They might exploit known security flaws or use techniques like zero-day exploits that target previously unknown vulnerabilities. Cross-site scripting, or XSS. Cross-site scripting attacks inject malicious code into websites, which can then be executed by other users' web browsers. This allows hackers to steal information, impersonate users, or perform other malicious actions on the site. Cross-site scripting vulnerabilities can exist in any web application that allows user input, such as forums, comment sections, or search bars. Brute force attacks. Brute force attacks try all possible combinations of passwords until they find the right one. Hackers use automated tools to do this quickly, hoping to guess the password and gain access to a system. These attacks can take a long time to succeed, but can be very effective against weak or easily guessable passwords. Keylogging. Keylogging involves secretly recording keystrokes on a computer or device to capture passwords, credit card numbers, or other sensitive information as it's typed. Keyloggers can be software-based or hardware-based and can capture keystrokes from any application or website. DDoS attacks. These attacks flood websites or computer systems with so much traffic that they become overwhelmed and stop working properly. This makes it impossible for legitimate users to access the service. Hackers might use botnets or other networks of compromised devices to launch large-scale DDoS attacks. Session hijacking. Session hijacking lets hackers take control of an active session between a user and a website. This could allow them to impersonate the user, steal sensitive information, or perform actions on the websites as if they were the user. Hackers might use techniques like session fixation or session sidejacking to hijack sessions.